Okay, great. I had started up our preview. I didn't see the preview, so I was a little concerned that I wouldn't show on the screen today. So let me close this. I will hear the echoes. Let me close this. And I'm going to check on my Facebook page. I've got my phone here to my left, so I'm going to check and make sure that I am showing. Yes, wonderful. I'm showing on the page. Now, if I could get my phone to rotate so I can see you. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right. So, welcome to Tips and Tech with Tiffany. And every week there seems to be a little something new that I'm learning on the tech side of this whole Facebook Live. And before I kick off what I'm going to share with you today, I want to just give you a little something that I have learned since doing Facebook Live. The biggest lesson I've learned since starting Facebook Live is do not panic. Do not panic. That's the biggest lesson I have learned. I started doing Facebook Live at the end of August, I believe. And I've done it from my desktop. I've done it from my cell phone. I've experienced audio delays. I've experienced doing a whole, I think it was almost 15 minutes, maybe a little less than 15 minutes. I did a Facebook Live show and there was no sound. And I could easily blame it on Facebook, but it wasn't a Facebook thing. It was a user thing. And it was because my cell phone was sitting on a tripod, and the tripod, the volume button on my cell phone was pressed down against the tripod. So the whole time I'm just talking and doing my thing, and there's no sound. But I kept the Facebook Live up there. It's a live show. It's up there, and I've been curious to see if anybody's going to catch it. So anyway, of course, here with the Tips and Tech, most of the Facebook Live shows that I do here are directly from my desktop because I want to be able to share my screen with you. And with a cell phone, I mean, I could hold my phone and share the screen, but that's it would be too much back and forth. I want to be able to show you my screen, come back, do our thing how we do here on this live show. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching and tuning in. And if you're watching the replay, post in comments, let me know that you are watching the replay. So I want to pick up where we left off last week. Last week, I shared with you about how to prep your audio and video for transcription. And as soon as I was done, I closed out the Facebook Live show. I mean, within a couple of minutes, I realized, oh, dang, I forgot to show you another way that you can convert the audio file using iTunes. I realized today it's a good thing I didn't show you that last week because iTunes updated and I hadn't updated my iTunes. When those kind of updates come, I put it off until, I've got some chill time where I can just let it update and not, need to do anything on the computer. So I got my iTunes updated and it's perfect. So I can show you on the updated version of iTunes. It's very simple to convert your file. So instead of using the audio media converter I showed you last week, that is an option. If you have iTunes and you're familiar with iTunes and use iTunes on a regular basis, I'm going to show you how you can convert your audio to MP3. So let me open up iTunes and get us to the right spot so I can show you. Now, if you don't use iTunes, then refer to the video I showed last week for how to convert audio. This is like a part 2 of that, another way to convert your audio. Let me see here. Okay. I want to go to music, songs. let me share my screen with you. Here we go. iTunes. Alrighty, we are in iTunes. And iTunes has moved some things around on us here. I won't go into full detail about that, but you'll notice that the music is here in the drop down now. And these buttons the buttons over on this left side, they used to be at the top for us. So that's where you find everything. And when I updated my iTunes, it took me a minute, like, hey, wait a minute, where's my stuff? So I found it. All right, so this is real simple and how to convert your your audio to MP3. The file that I have right now is a WAV file. WAV files can be played on PC or Mac. The MP3 condenses it to a smaller file. MP3, you can take those on the go with you, and that's why I prefer the MP3 audio version. Okay, so the way you convert the file, and I'm going to come off screen. Let me make sure that what I have highlighted is visible to you. Okay, great. So here, and under file, and I'm going to wait. I know there's a slight delay. I want to see if file will show in your screen. I think this top bar is the one last week it would not show. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to do a quick screenshot so you can see where we're going with this. Let me do a quick screenshot. And then I'll pull up the screenshot so you guys can see. I don't know why when you screen share, you can't see that top bar. We have something I'll have to play with another day offline to see how to get that to work for us. Okay, perfect. Now let's change my window. And we're going to go to preview. And I'm going to close that one. Okay, this is what I want you to see. Now here is inside of iTunes. I went to File, Convert, MP3. The key is to have your song highlighted and then go to File, Convert, MP3, and it will convert it. It will name the file exactly what the WAV file is or whatever type file it is. I think last week we were using a MA4, whatever type file that is. I can't remember exactly, but we were using a different kind of file. So whatever file type is sitting in iTunes, it will create the MP3 version. Super easy, a lot easier than downloading the other software and dragging it. But that is another option if you do not use iTunes. So wanted to give you that update, and this is the updated look of iTunes. All right, so that is how you can, easily convert that audio to MP3. I'm going to close out of my preview window, and we're good to go. That's all I have to say about that and how to convert your audio. If you missed last week where I shared tips on how to get the audio and video file ready, make sure you go back and watch the previous episode to show you how to do that. And then you've got this part 2 to show you how to convert your audio to MP3. And you are good to go wherever that needs to go. And, I recommend Dropbox if you're sharing it with your virtual team so you can drop that file right in there. I want to share with you about podcasting very quickly, and then we'll be all set for this Tuesday. If you are not podcasting, I know there's a lot of information out there, a lot of different things about equipment and this and that, but here's one way to use audio, especially if you prefer speaking over writing, like you feel like you can explain it better if you could just talk to somebody versus writing it all out. I've learned this year that I can write an article really fast if I'm talking the article, and then I can work out the parts that aren't needed once I've got a good transcription. If you find writing a pain, you feel like you can get it done faster through audio, then record yourself. Pull out your phone, use a video recording app, record yourself, drop that recorded audio into Dropbox to your virtual team and have it transcribed. And then you can edit it how you want for your article if you're not going to use it exactly word for word. It makes it so easy. I recently did a guest blog post and I picked out the topic that I wanted to talk about, and all these ideas started coming in my head. So I knew exactly what I want to share and say, and I jotted down some quick notes. You know, I like lists, so I had my 1, 2, 3 and all that good stuff. But I had my notes with me and I spoke the article. I didn't speak as though, you know, this is an article that I'm writing, but I spoke as though I were talking to someone across the table and we were having coffee together and sharing some tips on what I would do in this particular scenario. And it worked out fantastically. It probably took me all of 30 minutes. This is after I knew what the topic was. That's why it's good to share about things that you know about already. It's, you know, second nature. And that way, when it's time to share, you can just rattle it off. So anyway, audios are great to help you with your blogging. And for those of you that love video, your videos could easily be your vlog, video log. I've started to post the transcription of all the tips and tech with Tiffany episodes. Episode 1 went live this past Saturday. And if you are not a part of that, you're not on the VIP list, I recommend you hop on that. You go to virtualhirehand.com and enter your email. You will get let me pull it up so you can see. And I can give you the exact wording for that. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Virtual hired hand. There we are. Okay, so go to virtual hired hand, and here, let me move this over. There we go. Enter your email right there where it says mapping your click-through funnel. You get a free video training on how to map your click-through funnel. What is a click-through funnel? It's your opt-in offer. It's your free opt-in offer, whether it's for an ebook, a report, an audio, a video training, like in this case, a free webinar, whatever. This free training will help you to map that particular funnel. So enter your email. That gets you added to the list so that you will be one of the first ones to know when the transcript of the Tips and Tech with Tiffany go live. I also send out different updates as far as what's going on with Virtual Hired Hand. When I am testing out a new service, anybody on my VIP list is the first to know about that. Earlier this year, I did a fun promotion. I was testing out a service and I offered it for free and got great response with that, but only to the people on the VIP list. It wasn't public because I could only handle so much, but those on the VIP list were able to be a part of that. And so those are the bonuses in being a part of that. So be sure, pop in your email, get that information, and be one of the first to get the transcript for Tips and Tech with Tiffany. I want to thank you so much for tuning in with me today. If you have a technical question for me, you can post it in the comments below this video. If you are watching the replay, post that in the comments. Let me just say, hey, Tiffany, I'm watching the replay. Let me know that you're watching. And it's always great to come in and hang out with you every Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern to share information and different things like that. While we're looking at the website, you see that it has podcast services. If you're interested in starting a podcast, we can help you as far as the technical side. We can't record it for you. We can't get topics for you. We can do the technical part and the transcription part and make it go live, make it happen, make it appear in iTunes and Stitcher and all those different places like that. So that all you have to focus on is content, and recording. And now you know how to prep your audio files for it to be transcribed. So you're ready, set, go. So I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You have a great day. I didn't even check comments. Let me see. Okay, good deal. You have a great afternoon, and I will see you next week.